Hello, and welcome to a short review of the Bachmann Robinson 04. The 04 was a class of 280 consolidations designed by Robinson for the Great Central Railway in 1911, and later used by the Railway Operating Division during the Great War. Several XROD examples ended up serving all over the world. They were all withdrawn by British Railways by 1966, although some of them survived in service in Australia until 1973. The locomotive comes in the ordinary Bachmann Branchline packaging that they've been using for a lot of years now. Once you remove it from the box, the locomotive is in the block of ice style packaging. You can see there's a little sticker that warns about the locomotive and tender coupling for when you remove the engine from the block of ice. There is a detail pack that contains accurate couplings and brake pipes. Upon first impressions, the locomotive is absolutely stunning. It's in a fairly unremarkable, unlined British Railways black, which is a very utilitarian livery, but it makes up for that with its factory weathering. Weathering is the build-up of rust and dirt that makes the model look more realistic. And I've never owned a weathered model before, so I think this is a really cool feature. On the smokebox door, the shed code and running number are printed very nicely, as you would expect with any modern release. You can see the wire separately fitted handrail around the smokebox door, and again there's some more of that lovely weathering. You can see it's sort of got a brownish colour. There's a NEM coupling, a separately fitted brake hose, and those buffers are actually sprung, which is a really nice feature. One of the things I noticed when I first picked the model up is the fact that it's very heavy, and that's because the running board is cast metal, which I'm a big fan of metal construction. I think it's one of the easiest ways to show that a model is good quality. There's a separately fitted brass whistle and safety valves, and the cab windows are also separately fitted. The cab is fully detailed, but it is kind of hard to get the camera in there because the loco and tender are permanently attached. The running number and cycling lion crest are both printed on very nicely, and again you can see on the tender, especially around the tender frames, just how nice the factory weathering actually is. Now, I got this model as a Christmas present, but I have looked on Rails of Sheffield and on eBay and stuff, and you can still get this model brand new for about £120, and there's also some unweathered examples in the same price range, which, for a pretty nicely detailed, partially metal locomotive that's DCC ready and pretty smooth running, I think that's a pretty good price. I would highly recommend picking one of these up if you're looking for a larger loco. I think they are very nice models. I also had a look in second hand. I've seen them going for about £70, which I think is also a pretty fair price. Now time for some running. Thank you for watching.